And anybody preaches the word, make them look like there's something wrong with them, make them look like a crook, destroy the credibility of the preaching of the gospel, because they don't know it, that those words, that book is not just some type of novel, that is the image of the Spirit. Keep them away from the word. Keep them away from the word. Use their emotions, use their feelings, use talk shows, use music. Keep them away from the word until they're believing the sense realm more than they believe the word, until I can get a generation that's moved by what they feel, what they see, what they touch, until I can get a generation that belittles the Bible and say we don't need it anymore. That's where we are right now. That's where we are right now. My grandson contacted me from college this past week. He said, "Dear God, they've got flyers going around the campus that says we don't need God anymore." In New York, they had a billboard campaign that said, "We don't need God anymore. We've done pretty good without him so far." The strategy is keep those people from the word, because if they get their minds lined up with that word and they line up with the Spirit, they will prove that good and perfect and acceptable will of God. And then he says, all right, here's what I want you to do in the churches. I want you to get the preachers so into themselves that they ain't worrying about preaching the word. They're just worrying about performing. And they're not going to preach the word that's going to make any difference in your life. Don't let them not preach some of it. Let them preach a little of it, but confuse them so they don't know how all the connections take place. Oh, Lord. Because preaching about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego won't be able to get what they need from the Spirit into the natural world. So let them hope and let them holler and let them scream and let them trot, because that won't be enough for them to get what they need, because they just don't know that the Bible says in all you're getting, get understanding. Let them have a show and let them have a good time. Let them run around the dome and let them fall out. Just don't let them understand how to operate in this word. If we can keep them away from understanding, then we can keep them cut off from what they really had. We've already been beat up by Jesus. We don't want to go through that no more. So we got to let them have religion. Give me that old time religion. Take me back to the old ship of Zion. Put me back on the rock of ages. Get him to do that. Get him to do that. And I don't mind them having a party once a week, just as long as they can't get nothing. But devil, we have found you. We have figured you out. We have figured you out. Get that word. Get that word. You got to give me some word. Don't bring me to church and not give me no word. Hey, I got to get the word. You can sing all you want to. You can dance and you can do skits, but I got to have the word of the living God. It's the word that saved me. It's the word